It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And you look at Andrew Wiggins, rangy swing man out of Kansas, traded after he was drafted, but Shaq, he overcame that odd start to his career, didn't he?
You know, he used the trade as fuel for him to become great. I'm happy for him. He put up an incredible rookie year season. He just has to continue it, continue to learn, continue to get great, and then hopefully he could be mentioned with some of the greats.
I mean, to be rookie of the year after being traded, the disappointment of not playing probably with the guy that you idolize, then you play 36 minutes a night. That grew, and that experience helped him propel him for this year, and I think he's ready.
Tip-off time approaches as we get you out to Kevin Harlan for the call.
.2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Phoenix, the home of the Suns, the U.S. Airways Center. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
All right, ready to go?
This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. They know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step, facing a closely ranked team. No clear underdogs based on the tail of the tape.
Well, right now for the Suns, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
Yeah, but I see a team with a chance to make some major noise as the season progresses. It's just a matter of unlocking that potential amongst the players.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Wiggins in at the three, the small forward.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
Here's Chandler. Here's Morris. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Well, Greg, it would work out for Minnesota with all those losses. They got the lucky bounce, Clark, and the #1 pick in the draft.
And, you know, it's the first time in a long time that the worst team in the league actually got the top pick in the draft, allowed Minnesota to add another great young big to complement Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins.
Here is Bledsoe, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Bledsoe dishes to Morris. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Now, here's Rubio. He had 16 points in the win against Denver.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. Shoots from the high post, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And again, Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has got 7 points.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Morris with a screen on Martin. And Booker kicks to Morris. Bledsoe outside. Out to the wing. Here's Tucker. Offensive rebound. Morris. The layup off target.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Garnett. Rebound by the Suns. Fresh from a win against Portland.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. The shot is off. Good D by Rubio. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots. Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
Now Bledsoe following the miss by Martin from deep. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Morris a screen. Booker with it. 14 points from him the last game against Portland. And the call will be against Kevin Martin.
Timeout. Start it.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Here's Booker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Booker.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here is Martin. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Another miss by Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Tucker the pass to Morris. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morris has got 6.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Garnett the screen. Rubio dishes to Wiggins. Back to Rubio. Booker pulls it in.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Bledsoe with it. And it's Martin picking him up. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And a change for the Timberwolves. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Kevin Martin. Now here's Knight. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Lure's got his first basket.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Towns. The Suns getting the bucket. They need this one. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Knight. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way, and it's good.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Garnett. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Rubio outside. Inside. Here's Wiggins. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
So it's Phoenix now after the basket by Minnesota. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And Muhammad kicks to Rubio. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, he learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. You know, several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah,
take a break.
This is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
The first one falls. Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
Minnesota making a switch here. Zhang's checked in, and he makes both free throws.
And back to Rubio, with the pressure of all that fanfare marking his arrival, he really focused in and hit the ground running. He was named Western Conference Rookie of the Month, first month of the season, and he finished second to Kyrie Irving for Rookie of the Year.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Towns. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Suns leading. Warren the pass tonight. That's good.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Feeds to Towns. No good.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Knight, that's a two-pointer, and the jumper is on the mark. Knight's got 6. And we reach the end of the first quarter. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly, he talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players, you know, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, you know, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork, you know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Booker, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Martin, and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. The Timberwolves have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Both good from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Here's Bledsoe. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Dishes it to Tucker. Back to Bledsoe. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Rebound by Dang. Timberwolves trail by 3. Towns dishes to Jang. It's hauled in by the Suns. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
Phoenix shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Jang, and Levine subbed in for Martin. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
And with the Wolves on the road, they shot threes better and had better offense. They would still lose by double digits on average.
Now, here's Rubio. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The dish to Towns. Shoots from 14. No good. The Suns go the other way with it.
And, you know, guys, for the Wolves on the road last year, it was hard because they are in the West. I mean, we've talked before about how far they have to travel as a team for their road game.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Andre Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so he hits both.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Good. And Miller gets the assist. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Morris, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Wiggins outside from downtown and good on the basket. Book it. Wiggins has got 13.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Bean with the rebound.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
That gives them the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Bledsoe. It's tipped.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
He was all alone on that one.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Payne, he's checked in for Towns. Bielitsa comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and Martin subbed in for Levine. Warren with the ball, working on Martin. 6 on the shot clock, and the wide open shot from Warren. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Martin. There's the pick. The 3. Bielitsa misses. Suns trail by 3. Left side, Knight. Pass to Weems. From the baseline. And too long on the shot. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And here is Knight. He has 6. He kicks it to Lure. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 3 assists now in this one. Minnesota leading by 3. Miller kicks to Bielitsa. Stolen by Warren. And now the Suns, a fast break.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Here's Payne after the Suns pick up 2. And the shot is good. Payne's got his first 2 points.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Adrian Payne is that new breed of big man, guys. I mean, he combines athleticism, size, and toughness with exceptional outside shooting. Made over 41% of his threes as a rookie.
And the Suns call time. And back to Adrian Payne, one of those rare guys who can lead you in block shots and free throw percentage, something he perfected at Michigan State. Truly unique in his versatility. You covered a lot of his games.
Yeah, freakish athletically, but also highly skilled, which you don't often get for guys coming out of college. But again, this is a 4-year player, and it seems like every team's looking for bigs who can defend the post as well as spread the floor, whether starting or coming off the bench. So he's certainly a valuable asset.
Now, here's Warren. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Brandon Knight. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
1:35 left to play here in the half. Miller kicks to Pekovic. Shot clock at 5. Martin from outside. And it's Lure with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. Outside Knight. The shot by Len, wide open. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. So it's Minnesota now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Stolen by Len. To the inside. Warren got a hand on it. Outside Martin. From beyond the arc and then some. Martin's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it. Garnett wide open. And again, it's Minnesota converting. The Suns have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Len kicks to Weems. Lets it go from 11. Rebound, Minnesota. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Miller. And it's blocked. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Pull up Jay. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Brandon Knight. Here's Muhammad. No good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Timberwolves lead by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, tell us a bit about your opinion on the team right now in general and what's important for the team to do in the second half.
I think we're doing all right, but we always want to improve. We always want to get better, and we just want to apply the principles that we applied throughout the week. So I think we did a good job, early on. Then we started to get fatigued and get a little bit tired. So I think we got to continue to play through adversity.
Sticking to your principles is usually a good thing, Brandon. Thank you so much. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. It's really great to see him back to what appears to be top form coming off the injury. There's a sense of reassurance that he's healthy after the first 2 quarters back. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Checking out the group for Flip Saunders to start the second half. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns, and it's Rubio in at the point guard position.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth, a very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Martin the pass to Wiggins. Here's Rubio. No good on the 3. Well, Phoenix shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. It's good. This game is all even. Tucker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Wiggins drives in. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's 15 points for Andrew Wiggins. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score it. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Morris. Here's Rubio. He's got 6. Outside, Martin. From deep three-point range, Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. Bledsoe with him. And it's Martin picking him up. Here's Morris. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Down low. Outside for Martin. Knocks down the 3 ball. Martin's got 10.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Tucker kicks to Bledsoe. Shot from 12. Here's Morris, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 14.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Chandler with the steal. The feed to Morris. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and he just hasn't been able to get it going.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way. Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
Bledsoe kicks to Booker. No good from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
A 3-pointer, Wiggins, offensive rebound.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that ball.
And he gets it to go. Tucker's got 6 points in the quarter.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And back to Ricky Rubio for a moment, who certainly is at the hub of what this team does, averaging over 8 assists a game for his career through last season. If he can stay healthy, gain some weight, this is a guy to watch.
It really is. And listen, they're also built now for him because they got those great athletic wings. And if he can shoot it a little bit better, I mean, I think he's going to have more opportunities to spread the floor and drive and make plays. And for his first 4 seasons in the league, never hit over 38%. That's not going to get it done at the highest level.
Bledsoe passes to Booker. Now, here's Tucker. He's tightly guarded. And Bledsoe, here we go. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Bledsoe's got his second bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 15. The pass to Martin. Garnett, the screen. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Here's Martin. The layup missed.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Releases from 15. Good on the jump shot. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And the Suns call time. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Jang, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Kicks it to Len. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs.
Now here's Jang, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Rubio with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be. And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year, but overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Suns getting the bucket. Now Jang, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now here's Warren. Len dishes to Weems. Here's Lure. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He feeds it to Rubio. Jacks up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Len's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Warren with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. The shot by Knight, no good.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Now Knight following the 3-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Pass to Len. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Rubio left side. And the shot falls short this time. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Booker out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Chandler in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Booker, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
That one misses for Knight.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
And he gets it to go. Rubio with it. Wiggins outside. There's the three. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists now in the game.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Now here's Tucker. Back to Knight. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Booker kicks to Knight. Morris a screen. Pass to Tucker. Shot clock at 5. And Chandler throws it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Here's Pekovic. The Suns getting the bucket. Wiggins. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Brandon Knight. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Towns. And it's Muhammad in for Kevin Martin. Free throw good. Wiggins.
And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Now here's Bledsoe. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Wiggins drawn the double team. He dishes it to Jang. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
The first free throw is good. Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Andre Miller's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And Jang drops them both.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
Morris with the bucket. And here's Miller. Wiggins drives in. It's off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Levine's checked in. Feeds it to Miller. Dishes to Jang. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Jang's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up.
One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
The dish to Pekovic. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Five to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Suns leading by 4. Here's Chandler. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Here's Dang. No luck. Good work defensively by Morris. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. From deep. Tucker can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Dang. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Kevin Garnett. He's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And free throw, good from Jang. Well, the Timberwolves knew that last season would be one not to worry about winning with Coach Flip Saunders. It was more about growing as a team, and you know him. That's one of his specialties.
Yeah, Flip, Kevin's a great teacher, and so to have this young group and show the improvement they did over the course of the season was important. And really, it's mostly just about getting guys used to a system and preparing for what could be a really bright future.
Phoenix calls timeout. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Bledsoe outside. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. It's good from long range.
And, you know, as you said, with Minnesota, I think last season was just about letting the young guys grow and develop, giving them minutes. They had a really young team. The average age last season, under 25 years old.
And here's Jang following the three from Eric Bledsoe. There's Miller with the three. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Booker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And now a 9-point Phoenix lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those little things, Clark, has been rebounding. They've come out and taken complete control of that glass.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
Puts up a 3. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Levine.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Jang. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. Martin's checked in for Levine, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Miller. Martin with it. He's guarded by Booker. Back to Martin, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Suns leading by 6. Here's Bledsoe. Pass to Tucker. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Take a look at what Tucker's been doing. He's got 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
That's good from Tucker.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
Leaps for it. Here's Martin. Now Towns. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kevin Martin. There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
And now it's a double-digit lead. That's 10 points for Eric Bledsoe.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Towns. Bledsoe against Rubio. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
Rubio, the pass to Garnett. Tries again, and he hits the jumper for 2.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Phoenix leading by 7. Booker dishes to Bledsoe. To the inside, Chandler. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Chandler's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Now, here's Rubio. He kicks it to Martin. There's 47 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The feed now to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot is good.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio. 3-1.
And the Suns here with a different look. Lenz checked in for Chandler. John Lure comes in for Morris. Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Sonny Weems subbed in for Booker. The free throw drops for Towns. Here's Weems. And there's the pass to Bledsoe. Poke loose. Inside. And it's Weems missing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Towns. Tight defense on him. Garnett, the screen. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Lure with the rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyson, certainly some great work by the team lately, and again tonight, no change. What's been the key to the way you guys have been playing?
We've been playing very hard as a team. You know, it's all about team defense, team offense. We've been sharing the ball, and we just got to continue this streak.
Congratulations, Tyson. A great win. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Eric Bledsoe. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
He was putting passes on a platter for these guys, leading them straight to the basket for easy buckets. He finished with 13 assists, and as good as that total was, it still doesn't reflect what a supreme job he did running their offense.
Man, I can't say enough about Bledsoe. He's strong, he's fast, aggressive, and Bledsoe is a terrifying on-the-ball defender. I mean, he truly scares the guys he's guarding. He's scaring me, Ernie, and I don't even have a ball.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.